Talk about the future of Plone and my thoughts about Plone from a marketing perspective. As we heard this morning, every time we talk about the future of Plone, it's more like a development topic. That's why I thought, okay, let's make something different and see what we can do to promote Plone. And let's just start with a quick overview what we're doing now. I'm gonna give you a quick introduction about me, what I'm doing, my company, about Plone. Then we're going to talk about our competitors, just a quick overview, Plone versus Drupal. We're going to talk about brand awareness and then the things to do, and afterwards I want to invite you to kind of like a discussion round, and I'm curious to hear about your ideas, what we could do. Yeah, so let's start. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Johanna Lenhard. I'm project manager and junior marketing manager for Interactive, and more or less active member of the Plone community since last year. So Interactive is an online agency based in Cologne. We are specialized in creating websites with open source CMS like Plone and Magento. And also we are into online marketing. So I'm, as a project manager, I'm in charge of the communication between customers and our developers, as well as finding the best solutions for the wishes of our customers. Also, my job is kind of to ensure a smooth development of our project. And when I started last year, I just get to know Plone, and I'm still learning to get all the insights of Plone. So when I first started my job, I knew content management systems like WordPress and Contenido. So when I studied at a university, we used Contenido to manage our content. So what I didn't know then was what content management stands for and how it works. And so I started my little research about the whole topic. And now I just give you a quick overview about Plone. So it was launched in 2001, and since then became one of the top % of all open source projects worldwide. We have over 350 solution providers in more than 100 countries, and a huge community of developers working together to keep Plone up to date. And it has been the strongest security functionality of any open source CMSs available today. But I think you all know the facts. So let's see how Plone is positioned on the market compared to the competitors. And we have on the one hand this huge system like WordPress. I don't know if you can see the numbers. So we have WordPress with a market share of around 60%, which is huge. We have over 4.3 million websites using WordPress. Then we have systems like Joomla on like second, with a market share of 61%, and over 600,000 websites are using Joomla. And then we have Drupal with 4.8% market share, and there we have Plone with 0.1% market share. What's kind of sad. So if you compare all the systems, they're like 10 times. They have 10 times more websites. So I want to just get to the target groups to rule out some competitors. We have WordPress and Joomla. They have totally different target groups than Plone has, so we can rule them out for comparing. And then we have Drupal. So Drupal was launched in 2001-2 and has become one of Plone's biggest competitors because of the same target group and its flexibility. It is also used by non-profit organizations as well as governments like the United States or France or the UK. But I think we're gonna hear more about that topic tomorrow because we're gonna have a talk about Plone versus Drupal, and I'm very excited about it. The huge difference between the two are I think the language they speak. So we have PHP and Python. And as I was talking to other developers who work with PHP, Plone is mostly unknown as a system. Not the language Python, but as a system, Plone is, I don't know why that is. But we're gonna work on that. So, next topic is brand awareness. Does everybody know what brand awareness means? Yeah, for those who don't, I have here a short definition. So brand awareness extends to which a brand is recognized by potential customers and is correctly associated with a particular product. In this case, it's Plone. And as I said before, I didn't know Plone at all, or any other open source CMS, except for WordPress, which is like an easy CMS. So my mother uses it to manage her content for her website. So I started and I was thinking, okay, so we have Plone. It's a great CMS for huge websites or for intranet. And what can we do to, promote it, to get more brand awareness? In our company, we have big customers who need huge systems, but on the other hand, we have customers with small websites. And it's for us, it's not easy to create a website with a budget of, let's say, €2,000. It's, I think, compared to $2,500, something around that. And the site, the customer wants that his site looks good, so we have to make a good theme for it, and that's kind of hard. So I was thinking maybe we should think about other target groups and what can we do for the smaller companies so that they don't have to spend a lot of money for a beautiful website, like creating more themes that you can just decide which one you want to have, which color you want to have for your website. then I was thinking, what about advertising? Advertising, like start with Google AdWords, spend some money there if there is money. And what we did was make Plone more popular on our website. So as we are speaking now, we are writing a blog about the Plone conference. We wrote a blog about last year's conference, and we want to write the blog so that everybody can understand what is happening. So not just technical stuff, kind of explaining what is happening and what the important things are for our customers. And then a nice thing could be to promote more on social media, so that we have now a site on Facebook for the conference, but I think there's no site for Plone. There is, but I couldn't find it.
No, there's two. There's Plone and Plone CMS, and I cannot figure out who owns the Plone one.
Yeah. So yeah.
We've been trying to get it back. It's registered obviously by somebody in Brazil, but nobody in Brazil actually currently actively remembers. So we're on the way of applying to Facebook, saying like, "Hi there, it's us. Could we have our stuff back?"
Yeah.
But that takes a long time.
It does. It does. Yeah, it does. So, and I was thinking, I'm a volunteer for an American football team in Bonn, and it's hard to find sponsors, but sponsoring could be a solution to reach out to other companies that don't use Plone and just show them how good our system is, better, maybe definitely better than the one they are using, and get them to sponsor us, and so get on this way a better brand awareness. So these were like my ideas when I was thinking about the whole brand awareness thing and promoting Plone. And last year we spoke about the topic as well. So I'm kind of curious what your ideas are. Lucas, my colleague, is writing some things down if we're getting into a discussion. What can you do to promote Plone? Or what are you doing to promote it? Anyone? Nobody? Yeah.
Just like I mentioned, I think one of the avenues by which we can meet people is through Python. Just people who are interested in Python, and we've been doing a better job year by year about having presences at both the European and the U.S. PyCons. But one interesting problem we ran into at the U.S. one this year is actually an awful lot of Python programmers really do not, ironically, understand what a community-driven open source project is any longer.
Yeah.
They assume that everything is company-driven and that there's a catch.
Yeah. We kind of have the same issue at our company. And I'm always like, okay, guys, we have to get into the community and get more involved. That's important. It's for me it's important, even though I'm not a developer. But it keeps our developers up to date, what is happening, and maybe they have solutions for problems to get solved. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some obvious things. We actually still have a Google grant for AdWords thingies. Only nobody's using it because nobody actually understands what to do with it. Because they're all completely like, ooh, it says something about campaigns and stuff. I don't get how to do it. There was
Yeah.
one person doing it. He didn't do it, so that's been lying dormant basically because apparently nobody actually knows how to do Google advertising. So that's an easy pickup for anybody who actually wants to do that.
Yeah.
You do have to, I mean, I sort of tokenly refresh it every month and change something just to keep it up, otherwise you lose it. But I'm no expert there at all, so I put some random stuff in.
Okay.
But somebody could do a lot more with it.
There's last year when we released Plone 5, we had ambitious plans. I mean, we always have ambitious plans. And we talked about how we wanted to keep talking about the new features in Plone 5. And so to go with what Eric was saying this morning, we release a new version and then we start talking about the next one. Well, we needed to keep talking about Plone 5 because there are some awesome things in it.
Yeah.
But we released Plone 5 and then we all ran out of energy.
Yeah.
And then same with Plone.com. We created this beautiful Plone.com site, and then we added some more success stories. We added some more providers and sponsors, and then we ran out of energy. Then we did Plone.org. That was a huge effort. We've got it done, and now we've run out of energy. So I think it is clear to me that we just have a limit to the number of people who can promote Plone. And there are only so many times that we can drive attention, focus attention on one project. I'd like us to have a more consistent plan, but we also don't have the people to fulfill that plan. So it sounds to me like we have a new volunteer.
Sure. Sure.
But we do things like we have on Plone.com we have success stories that we try to get but that takes effort too.
Yeah.
To ask people to keep telling us about new sites and then to write something for us. We have to make news items in Plone.org. We have a monthly newsletter that we used to produce that was really good because it collected what was going on and gave people a better sense in the community of what was happening, which is also very important. In a lot of cases, developers don't know that so-and-so is working on that feature that is useful to them, for example. So we need to do that, but we also, to get money, we have sponsorships for the Plone Foundation, so we need to keep working with that. But we don't have the money to compete with Drupal or WordPress.
Yeah.
So I'm
I know.
not really sure how we can go head to head with them. I don't think we can.
When you think of that, there are got the creation process, you've got the maintenance process. I think we're very good in creating stuff, creating a new site, creating new projects, but then you have to, at some point you have to switch into maintenance mode, and you have to do it on a lower scale, but you still have to feed it a bit. And I think that's where you also have to use different kinds of people. You have creation people like bang, do stuff, work intensely, then move on to another interesting stuff. And I think there's also another group that can do more of maintenance, which is a bit lower level. Those projects should shift into a kind of maintenance mode after the creation process. And I think that's where a lot of our very nice and very cool projects sometimes drop off. We forget to shift them into maintenance mode, and then we look for other people and say, look, you don't have to build this website if you are interested in providing. And those necessarily don't have to be the same people. It could be completely different teams.
I wanted to mention a promotional opportunity. I've been thinking about this some time, and that is getting mindshare with cloud hosting companies, which we should be able to do. And actually, one of the reasons why Drupal and PHP in general had a rapid period of growth is that they were very easy to deploy at a time when servers were expensive. And now virtual servers are incredibly cheap. And I would love for us to have presence, certain icons on the sites and articles in the help desks on DigitalOcean, Linode, Rackspace, other companies that people would go to looking for cloud hosting opportunities. And they're just running down a list of what can I easily install.
Yeah.
And there's our logo, brand awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. We are honestly bad at promoting stuff, but like just I think last week, the Plone Docker image now is upgraded to an official one, so that if you go
Okay.
to Docker, it now comes with a big stamp saying official, which is what all the others had for a while.
Mhm.
And we have it, but we have, well, it was the run of the conference and people were flying in, but we should promote the hell out of that. So
Yeah.
that you can now actually do this by Docker. Still don't know what it does, but apparently it's very good. But we are now official, which is great. We've been recognized thanks to the people who volunteered to maintain that Docker image. But that, that is also brand awareness. That makes it very easy to deploy.
Yeah.
Where does Drupal and WordPress get all their money, and why they support it and Plone uses it?
Venture capital.
Really?
Over $100 million in funding.
Who did?
Acquia?
That is Drupal.
That's the creator of Drupal and part of the company.
There's a company that owns both of those companies.
So that
We're
works
so
for
the entire community.
And the other thing I'd suggest, like the graph on the pie chart you showed in WordPress, and never show that again, because WordPress, I've used WordPress, and if I can do it, it's pretty freaking simple.
It is.
And Plone is WordPress. If they want a two-page website, go. And just never compare. Never talk about WordPress and Plone in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
it's kind of relevant though that when you have so many people immediately going to WordPress for their simple needs, and then they get into jobs where they have some say in the choice of the complementary system, they don't know that WordPress really isn't
Right. It's not
anywhere
CMS.
close to what
Right.
Plone can do. But they think, oh, WordPress, so I'm going to use WordPress for this. So there is a bit of a problem there that the oxygen really is going out of the room. There are a lot of projects that Plone doesn't even get on the list of people to get a proposal from. Right? So they just go, we'll go with WordPress or we'll go with Drupal, and then that's it.
One question would be, if they go with WordPress and they successfully do it, that means WordPress can do it. If they try WordPress and it fails miserably, how can you find out about those and then come in as the Plone rescue?
There was a long discussion on how to address this possible chance to jump in, but one additional thing to the pie chart is this market share of WordPress. There are different approaches how you can measure market share. You can measure how many websites are reachable online, but you get no idea about the actual value behind these websites.
Yeah.
So if you have a lot of valueless WordPress sites you can reach from the outside, and you said intranets, usually you don't figure out that is a proper secured intranet, what kind of system is running behind.
Yeah.
So you give no security attack vector for that. And you go on in Germany, for example, on Typo 3 pages, and you can figure out that they missed to install the latest patches. Just going on a special page, and you see they missed it, and you can attack it, put your own content there, and have a nice effect.
Yeah.
And one interesting thing is to show how much turnover is done by clone companies or by the companies using these websites. So the value behind is very interesting. And if we are able to figure out how much is valuable content is managed by Plone compared with less valuable content by WordPress, the relationship changes a lot.
Yeah.
We had some numbers of that in the past, but I'm not sure if we have current numbers.
No, I don't think so. But it's a thing of the target group, you know.
Yeah.
WordPress is like for everyone, and Plone is an enterprise CMS. But we all have the problems to create small websites with Plone.
Yeah, but that's a problem with that kind of comparison.
We don't
No.
do them.
We don't do them.
We don't do them. We don't do small websites with
No.
Plone. We tell them to go use WordPress.
Exactly.
That's what they need. They don't need Plone.
Yeah.
I make small sites with WordPress, with Plone.
Right.
But
I don't see the problem with that. I can see why it's not a valuable
the user.
business for a provider.
Right.
But there is
It can
big
be done,
value
right.
in having smaller organizations use a proper CMS with room to grow. I mean, I'm in the lucky circumstance that I don't need a provider because
Right.
I can do it myself. but I actually have used WordPress and didn't like it, and even for a small site, it outgrew quite quickly the possibilities of WordPress.
Yeah.
So for the end user, there's definite value in having a small Plone site.
Yeah.
I can see the problem why selling it to a lot of smaller organizations is a totally different business model where people don't
Yeah.
want to go. But it's
The
Yeah.
thing is that the market, if you, let's go on and continue where we, part of the room here disagrees to use Plone on small sites. The thing is that the market share from WordPress grew in a time when it was really expensive to host a big Plone site and it was really inexpensive
Yeah.
to do a WordPress one. So that's where WordPress got all its market,
Yeah.
its brand awareness from, and is now benefiting from that. And we are, it's a huge, how you call it? We're behind that. If you want to focus on getting small sites.
that's why
Yeah.
So that's a fast station.
no, but that's why I'm with Steve. It is important to have these cloud providers, and then you can say to smaller organizations that may not be worth your while to do an expensive consulting process or a non-expensive, but to say like, well, if you're willing to put some time in, you can actually do it yourself. Get them started. There's like 10 high-quality themes to choose from. They get started, and once their business or their organization start growing, they will come look for a provider to help them.
Ironically, we will be loved by those cloud companies because we have a huge memory and processor memory hog that needs at least 3 or 4 virtual instances to grow. I mean, yeah, it's cynical. You get a lot of value out of it. You get
Actually,
a lot of value out of it.
for the size of the site, it's really no different from Drupal at all.
No.
But WordPress, I mean the WordPress and the smaller PHP sites.
I mean,
A non-trivial WordPress needs the same.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
really,
Big,
we're-
big
we're
Leno,
no worse.
$10 a month, I can run a big
Yeah.
site,
Yeah.
a Plone site.
Yeah.
No, we run
Nowadays.
sites and $5.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
But the thing, what you need to sell is the value proposition. Why should I, the most of the people, the guy, the designer who's working for Create on Internet, he pointed once out, it's for him, it's very difficult if you go on a shiny site of a new web framework to ignore the quality of the design of the website and just look at the quality of the framework, because you just see the bright light and you don't see the dark sides. So it's difficult for the average customer as well. So they see there are a lot of nice WordPress themes are available, and they think the quality of these themes is the quality of WordPress. It's not just the quality, the visual quality of the front end, but not of the usability you need to fill the content in. And this is a story you have to tell, but it's not nice to talk about this because it's an issue of someone else, or my issue that I cannot provide a nice design. And one possible story was that we can use Diazo to grab all these shiny themes and use these front ends and dock them to Plone, but it's difficult to communicate. How do we do that without bashing the others? Just say, okay, it's nice what they do, but if you are running into against a frontier where your limitation is, then come to us. And if we, for example, if we could provide automatic transitions from WordPress to Plone, it would be a great thing. Squarespace does it, for example. Squarespace, they sell a cloud service, very nice designs, and they say if you are fucked up with your WordPress site, come to us. We have an automatic migration, even if it's not automatic. They just pretend it. Yes, until you make it. When you're sitting in the background. So you can do a lot of things.
I just want to say, I actually don't want to compete with WordPress.
No.
That's where I'm from.
As I said,
If you
WordPress is not a direct competitor.
Also, if you search for consulting companies
Yeah.
for WordPress, you will
Right.
find 20
Yeah.
in my little town.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of whom are people who are university students hanging up a shingle, and they seriously charge a little more than minimum wage.
Yeah.
They copy their themes from elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I can't
We
be in
can't
that
compete.
market.
No,
You can get
no.
WordPress done in Munich for $150.
Yes, but what I wanted to point out is that
should not try to grab the market share of WordPress
Yeah.
and compete with WordPress. But if you are confronted with a question from a customer pointing that out, you should have the right answers for it.
Yeah.
I'd like also to contribute something as a Python developer, which is new to Plone. I've been working on backends of different companies in the last 8 years. I am a member of Plone and Python user group in Munich for 1 year. So, and this is how I learned about Plone. And the thing is, most companies that build an internet that I've seen is like, as a startup, they will go and choose Django because it's like flexible, blah, blah, blah. Or they use WordPress, like you all say. And they either reach the limits of WordPress very quickly, and then they make the, let's build our own solution with Django, or they reinvent the wheel, like building some version of Plone-like thing based on Django. And I think Plone, if we, like, Plone is so huge, it has its own ecosystem and own conference, like Django has its own conference. But I think if you want to market Plone better, you should have more presence also, like in maybe Django conference. Like now there is, and tomorrow I think there's a talk from a guy showing
Django.
no, yeah, but there's a lector, the static sites, like static CMS, which is kind of like very hype now. So I think we should kind of like go and show Django developers, hey, Django developers, you don't need to build your own CMS in your company. There is something ready which can help you. I mean, you could make your REST APIs with Django, you can make like your something complicated, which you can't really easily do with Django. But eventually so many companies end up building a content management system because, hey, Django came out of a system of a newspaper, so if we want to make content, let's use Django, which is totally wrong. You invest hours and hours and hours building something which eventually does everything Plone does. And for me, it was a huge shock when I learned it because I reflected on all the 7 years I was doing Django stuff, and I thought, what a waste of human resources. Honestly, and the second thing is like the between WordPress and Plone is kind of like comparing between Docker and OpenStack. Every developer now wants to do Docker and wants to do it on his computer, but OpenStack is something really big companies are doing. So you build infrastructure, and that's what you can do with Plone. You can make intranets with it. So it's already been said a couple of times here. You don't want to compete with WordPress, but you might want to have more presence in, like, not only Plone conference, but in other Python. And also there's another thing which I don't think WordPress developers would want to work on Plone. They are PHP developers. I definitely think we should talk to more Python developers. I mean, they are our, let's say, natural audience. So.
And one other audience is, we saw today the talks by Eric Beau, non-Plone developers creating systems on the base of Plone. So Plone is very nice for system integrators to build something on top and have then the service providers maintain the basic system, but they can do a lot of configuration and development of information architecture.
I know, yeah.
Of Plone. This is also a very interesting audience. They can make money with it.
Okay, I think we're running out of time. I just want to remind you guys to use the survey app to send feedback. Thank you. You're welcome. And yeah, we have now lightning talks, I think. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.